Looking at problem number 7, seems intimidating, but it's not. We know our steps. So the first thing we need to do, as soon as you see that squared with a binomial, we need to write it out twice. So I'm going to bring that left side down. And I'm going to write out x plus 1 twice. Okay, so now I'm going to use my FOIL or distribute property on the left side, and then I'm going to use my FOIL distribute property on the right side. So take one side at a time. So I'm going to take this first x and I'll multiply it into the second group, the second parentheses. So x times x, how many x's? Squared. Then x times -1 is negative x. Then I'm going to multiply the 5 into the second group. 5 times x is positive 5x, and then 5 times -1 is -5. And then in the middle, I have like terms. So we're not doing anything with the exponents. Just use the front numbers, add and subtract like normal. So I'm going to bring down the x squared. So I have -1 plus 5. So that's positive 4. Bring down your x. And then bring down that -5. Okay, so let's do our distribute FOIL on the right side. So I'm going to take the x and multiply it with everything in the second group. X times x is x squared because it's 2 x's. We're adding the exponents because it's multiplication. Then x times +1 is positive x. Then I'm going to take this +1 and multiply it with the second group. 1 times x is positive x, and then 1 times 1 is 1. Now we need to combine our like terms. Do nothing with exponents. We're just bringing it down. We're adding the front numbers. So 1 plus 1 is positive 2. Bring down the x, and then the +1. So now we're going to move things side to side to combine like terms. So I'm going to move my x squareds. So I'm going to move one side. Now what happens to them? They both what? They both cancel out. So bring everything else down. So 4x minus 5 equals, and then bring down 2x plus 1. Now let's bring over the x. I'm going to bring over this 2x. We're crossing the equals, so do opposite. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. So 4 minus 2 is 2x. And then we're going to, we can't move that +1 because it's holding down the right side. So move that +5. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So this becomes, ran out of room, sorry. 2x equals 6. Then divide both sides by 2. So x equals +3. X equals +3. All right, so let's go to the next one. Number 8, we distribute the x. Because distributing is multiplying, you need to add the exponents. So this is 3. How many x's? I have 2 x's, so 3x squared. And then x times -7 is -7x. Now let's do our FOIL or distribute property. So I'm going to take this 3x and I'm going to multiply it into the second group. So 3x times x is 3. How many x's? 2, x squared. 3x times -9, so that's -27. Bring down your x. Now multiply the 2 with the second group. 2 times x is positive 2x, and then 2 times -9 is -18. Combine your like terms in the center. So -27 plus 2, so that's -25x, and then bring everything else down. All right, let's move our x squareds. You can move any one of them because what happens? They cancel both sides. So bring down that -7x equals negative 25x minus 18. Well, I can't move the negative 7x because it's holding down that left side. So I'm going to add 25x to both sides. So negative 7 plus the 25 is positive 18x equals negative 18. Divide 18 on both sides so we can get x by itself. So x equals negative 1.